Good Sunday morning, South Carolina weather watchers. I'm your meteorologist, Joseph Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Sunday. Starting off, what is going on right now throughout the entire state of South Carolina? Well, right now, we do have some isolated shower activity going on. Anderson, Star, Iva, going near Honea Path as well. And that's going to bring not too heavy precipitation, but kind of like some sprinkles, some drizzle activity, maybe some light rain to some of those areas up there. But that's it for the state of South Carolina. If we look at what's going on in terms of the entire U.S., we do in fact have some heavy rainfall going on inside of Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, going on in parts of Georgia, with some rainfall mixed with some snow in New York, rainfall in Pennsylvania, Maryland, D.C., as well as Virginia, North Carolina, and parts of the Northeast. We also do have some rainfall mixed with some snow going on in the northern or the upper Midwest, and rainfall in Oregon. Everybody else, though, especially over here in the Rockies, the Century West, looking nice and dry. Now, what's going on now in terms of our cloud cover? Well, cloud cover right now seems to be mostly covering the entire state right now, which makes sense. Even if we go in and look at it currently, taking over pretty much the entire state. But if we look at it for the future, that's going to continue even as we get to around 3 p.m., going all the way to 5 p.m. But look at it as we get into around 7, 8, 9, 10 p.m. That cloud cover is going to continue to push east, even as you go all the way to 12 o'clock in the morning right here, where we now have cloud cover off the coast. And we have some clouds, here and there inland a little bit, but still mostly clear. Now, what about our current temperatures? Well, right now, 71, Somerville, Charleston, 73, Beaufort. And it's the same thing up here inside the Grand Strand, 71, Myrtle Beach, 71, Georgetown, Midland, 70, Orangeburg, Sumter, Hartsville, 69 in Bennettsville, 69, Columbia, 58 inside of Newberry, 53 in Greenville, 55, Spartanburg, 57, York. So we're going to continue to kind of just stay in the 50s up there in the upstate because the cold front's passing there now. Midland is going to hit there relatively soon. Low country and the Grand Strand areas, it will be there a bit later. Air quality, most of us are inside of the good category, but there is a good amount of us that are inside the moderate category. Not bad. Moderate's not bad, but it is definitely something to watch out for. So make sure that if you're outside for a long period of time today in the yellow areas, just make sure you're aware of the air quality. High temperatures for today, we're talking about 69 in Greenville, 68, Spartanburg, Rock Hill, 69 in Winsboro, as well as 71 in Columbia, Camden, 71, Orangeburg, 80, Moncks Corner, Walterboro, 81 in Charleston, 81, Hilton Head Island, and 78 in Georgetown, 75, Myrtle Beach. Winds for today, winds are going to be relatively breezy. I mean, we're going to be talking about sustained winds as high as 12 miles an hour, all the way up to around 18, 20 miles per hour in terms of wind gust. Not wind gusts, sustained winds. Wind gusts will be up even higher than that. We're going to be talking about wind gusts of up to 20, 25, all the way up to 30, 35, 40 miles per hour today. Just really determines on where you are. Rainfall. I mean, obviously, there is some rainfall that's possible as this cold front moves through. Just kind of depends on where, because we don't know exactly where it's going to happen at. But we know that it will happen. When? We don't know. But for right now, no precipitation really is expected for a good amount of the state, maybe just a couple of areas. Now for the crazy score. If you have no idea what the crazy score is, it is a score that we see how active our conditions are throughout the entire state of South Carolina. And right now, we are at a 35. 35. Why? Well, mainly because partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies today. Also, highs being a bit lower, but not as hot. Also, a low chance of isolated showers, storms, and then also an elevated fire weather condition risk continues. Gusts will also be pretty high as well, of up to 25, 30 miles per hour, maybe even a bit more than that. SPC outlook, no thunderstorms are expected, so we are good here. Fire weather, we do have a little fire weather risk up there inside the upstate Midlands, but that statewide burn ban is still in effect, so do not burn anything throughout the entire state of South Carolina. But if you're in the orange, you really have to not burn anything because that is a prone area for fire to really get going. Excessive rainfall is not expected either, so we're good there. And let's go on now and look at the models. Time is at the bottom part of your screen. Make sure that you go in and pay attention. We start off here at 9 a.m. all the way to around 12 p.m. We have rainfall that kind of just trickles throughout the state, kind of how I was just talking about a bit earlier. And if you were there last night, we kind of talked about this. But, we have that isolated shower activity that's there, isolated potentially storm activity. And then by the time we get to around 2 p.m. going into 3 p.m., now we're talking about rainfall activity that continues to move its way east and moves its way out of the state, bringing us dry conditions by 6 p.m., going all the way through. But that's pretty much all that I have to say here throughout the state. So that's all that I have to say for the forecast for today. If you have not hit the like button yet, go ahead and do so. Also hit the subscribe button. We are at 728, trying to get to 800. Also share with your friends, your family members, acquaintances, people that you don't talk to regularly, because it's free. And not only is it free, but also you can share as many times as you want. Many times as you want. That's it. I'll be back tonight, 9 o'clock p.m. for your Sunday evening forecast update for the week forecast update of April the 19th going into the 25th. And then also we'll be back tomorrow morning for our Monday morning forecast update. Everyone have a fantastic rest of your Sunday.